Hello everyone! In this lesson, we will see how to use lighting techniques for any space using SketchUp V-Ray 7. By using this lighting technique, you can easily light your own scenes as well. Guys, now, as you can see, the menu that comes when you install SketchUp V-Ray consists of 4 parts. The first is the Vray board SketchUp menu. The second is the V-Ray tools menu. The third is the V-Ray objects. The fourth is the V-Ray lights menu. This is the V-Ray lights menu that we will be using here, guys. I'm closing these V-Ray Forces SketchUp. It's really a very simple rendering engine. In fact, there are many details in terms of usability. But if you know what to do and when, you'll get excellent lighting. Normally, when you click on the asset editor at the top of the V-Ray Force SketchUp menu, the settings that come up actually contain our basic settings. Before making the basic settings, we need to reset our scene by clicking on the settings section here and using the revert button. This is the reason why you might get a black screen in some renders, because it gives a black screen since it can't find the HDR files within the file. I'm moving onto the lighting technique right away. When you use SketchUp V-Ray, 3D Max V-Ray, or any V-Ray rendering engine, let's bring in the scene. Let's remove these parts from the windows. These were the settings related to Enscape. I'm removing these, guys. You need to let light in from any window in SketchUp V-Ray. The system doesn't physically illuminate the content unless you provide supporting lights. That's why you should look at these parts. You need to place the rectangle lights like this. Its direction is facing this way. You see, with the mirror tool from SketchUp V-Ray, I'm flipping this in the blue direction and dropping it inside with my move tool. As you can see, I'm placing it like this again with control. And again from here. I'm placing a light source here with a different light source, again using the rectangle light. And after I drop my light source, I'm going to mirror. I'm rotating it in the blue direction with my tool. I've placed this inside, and now I'm going to look at my scene from any scene inside. Guys, as you can see, let's look here. Let's get a little closer to the scene. It's a process like this. Now, SketchUp undo. From the shadow menu, when you open the shadow menu in SketchUp, you can adjust how the shadows fall. Look, the shadows. The sun normally falls here. When I open the Solar North plugin from the Vividin toolbars, with the Solar North, I can adjust how the sun enters like this. So when I turn it in this direction, I will actually have adjusted my orientation. From this part, I can adjust the sun to come in more by setting it according to the hours of the day. Look, after doing it like this, let's take a test render. Guys, I'm updating my scene from this part and going to the settings section. Then I'm opening the settings by clicking on the right side here. Actually, there's no adjustment I need to make on the left side. The left side is completely the Cosmos section. On the right side, you can set it to medium, plus, or high. But I usually prefer to go with medium plus because I'm going to take a test render. In the camera section, you can set the exposure to auto for now. You can do it for a quick render. Render output part. I'm setting it to 1920x1080. Over there. I also activated the denoiser section to V-Ray denoiser. As you can see, it's enough to just turn on the denoiser button here. I selected the GPU from this section. From this part, you can also see the CPU, and I activated it by selecting the GPU section. Guys, I clicked on the render section, and I'm waiting for the render to finish. Yes, our render is finished, and by opening the denoiser from this section, we saw the blemishes go away and got a cleaner render. Now, when you press the plus button here, there's the exposure section. Look, when you open the exposure section, friends, you can prevent the light flares here by lowering the highlight. But if you lower the highlight burn too much, it will lead to a matte look in the scene. So, you can balance the light by slightly increasing the contrast here. You can also slightly increase the light with the exposure. Of course, since the textures, shine, and reflection settings haven't been adjusted, we can get the highest quality and quickest render this way.